by attainment, 5 by function. In speech swift, subtle and secret, in thought creative, unbiased, unbounded, innate gentle, patient and persistent. Hermes to hear, Dionysus to touch, Pan to behold. The virgin, the babe, and a beast. A liar, an idiot, and a master of men. A kiss, a guffaw, and a bellows, he that hath ears to hear, let him hear. Take 10 that be 1, and 1 that is 1 in 3, to conceal them in 6. Thy wand to all cups, and thy disk to all swords, but betray not thine egg. Moreover also is IAF verily 666 by virtue of number, and this is a mystery of mysteries, who knoweth it, he is adept of adepts, and mighty among magicians. 1. The soul implants itself in sense-hoodwinked body and reason-fettered mind, makes 2. But see 1. Yet ward they from attack. The hermit to himself, the fool to foes, the hierophant 2. Now this word SADAF, being by number 310, our Lord, and the goat of Mendes. He is the Lord of the Sabbath of the adepts, and is Satan, therefore also the Son, whose number of magic is 666, the seal of his servant the beast. But again SA is 61, Han, the knot of Nuth, Ba means go, for head it, and F is their son the son who is Rehoboth. So then let the adept set his sigil upon all the words he hath writ in the book of the works of his will. And let him then end all, saying, such are the words that be about his circle, that these words are true and puissant, binding what he would bind, and loosing what he would loose. Let the adept perform this ritual right, perfect in every part thereof, once daily for 1 moon, then twice at dawn and dusk, for 2 moons, next, thrice, noon added, for 3 moons, afterwards, midnight making up his course, for 4 moons 4 times every day. Then let the 11th moon be consecrated wholly to this work, let him be instant in continual ardor, dismissing all but his sheer needs to eat and sleep. The true formula. Invoke often 6. So may all men come at last to the knowledge and conversation of the holy guardian angel, thus saith the beast, and pray with his own angel that this book be as a burning lamp, and as a living spring, for light and life to them that read therein. 666. 1. If we adopt the new orthography the IAOV book for part II chap V, we must read the Sun 6 the Sun, etc. for all, and elaborate this interpretation here given in other ways, accordingly. Thus so of F will not be the 15 by function instead of 5, etc., and in act free, firm, aspiring, ecstatic rather than gentle, etc. as in the present text. Value of 93. The practicus should revive this ritual throughout in the light of his personal researches in the Kabbalah, and thus make it his own peculiar property. The spelling here suggested implies that he who utters the word affirms his allegiance to the symbols 93 and 61, that he is a warrior in the army of will and of the sun. 93 is also the number of AIWAZ and 6 of the beast. Values, SGL to 93, and EPH, words whence epic has also that value. Ida top EPH might be the phrase here intended, its number is 418. This would then assert the accomplishment of the great work. This is the natural conclusion of the ritual. Cf. CCXX. III. 75. Initiation both as to quantity and quality. One should not become anxious about one's physical or mental health on a priori grounds, but pay attention only to indubitable symptoms of distress should such arise. Oracles of Zoroaster utter this : and when, by often invoking, all the phantasms are vanished, thou shalt see that holy and formless fire, that fire which darts and flashes through all the depths of the universe. Hear thou the voice of the fire! A similar fire flashingly extending through the rushings of air, or a fire formless, whence cometh the image of a voice, or even a flashing light abounding, revolving, whirling forth, crying aloud. Also there is the vision of the fire flashing courser of light, or also a child, borne aloft on the shoulders of the celestial steed, fiery, or clothed with gold, or naked, or shooting with the bow shafts or light, and standing on the shoulders of the horse, then if thy meditation prolongeth itself, thou shalt unite all these symbols into the form of a lion. This passage, combined with several others, is paraphrased in poetry by Aleister Crowley in his Tannhauser. And when, invoking often, thou shalt see the formless fire, when all, too, is the name of I in, the I, and the devil. 3. For by this he makes proclamation before all them. For know that 5. Whose virtue suffice the beast in this attainment, was thus. So there is an alternative spelling to sbf where the root, gabs and host has the 3 the consonants of logos, word at Hebrew. For these needs are modified during the process of 5. The earth is shaken, the stars abide not, and the moon is gone, all time crushed back into eternity. The universe by earthquake overtaken, light is not, and the thunders roll, the world is done. When in the darkness chaos rolls again in the excited brain. And, oh then call not to thy view that visible image of nature, fatal is her name! It fitted not thy body. To behold that living light of hell, the unluminous, dead flame until that body from the crucible hath passed, pure gold! 4. From the confines of material space, the twilight moving place, the gates of matter, and the dark threshold before the faces of the things that dwell in the abodes of night, spring into sight demons, dog-faced, that show no more tell scene of truth, but desecrate the light divine, seducing from the sacred mysteries. But, after all, these folk of fear are driven before the avenging love that drives the opening skies. Behold the formless and that holy flame that hath no name, the fire that darts and flashes, rights and creeps in up the wise and royal rob, it wound round the vanished glory of the globe unto that sky beyond the starry deeps, beyond the toils of time. Then formulate in thine own mind, luminous, concentrate the lion of the light, a child that stands on the vast shoulders of the steed of God: or wing, or shooting flying shafts, or shown with the flame sandals. Then, lift up thine hands! Center thee in thine heart one scarlet thousand limpid with brilliance of the light above! Drawn into northal life, death, hatred, love: all self-concentred in the sole desire art thou the voice of fire. 6. See Equinox I, VII, 22. II. Skull Lion on sections G and GG. The seeds of immortality. The adept who has mastered this ritual, successfully realizing the full import of this controlled rapture, ought not to allow his mind to loosen its grip on the astral imagery of the star's fate, will symbol, or soul symbol, or even to forget its duty to the body and the sensible surroundings. Nor should he omit to keep his body light in close touch with the phenomena of its own plane, so that its privy consciousness may fulfill its proper functions of protecting his scattered ideals from obsession. But he should have acquired, by previous practice, the faculty of detaching these elements of his consciousness from their articulate center, so that they become temporarily independent responsible units, capable of receiving communications from headquarters that will, but perfectly able, troubling their chief, and officers, expected to display self-reliance, initiative, and integrity in the execution of the orders of the day. The adept should therefore be able to rely on these individual minds of his to control their own conditions, without interference from himself for the time required, and to recall them in due course, receiving an accurate report of their adventures. This being so, the adept will be free to concentrate his deepest self, that part of him which unconsciously orders his true will, upon the realization of his holy guardian angel. The absence of his bodily, mental and astral consciousness is indeed cardinal to success, for it is their usurpation of his attention